Alright guys, day one of NATCON, and it's me as Tomb Kings up against a Dark Elf opponent, and this guy's a guy that I actually carpooled with on the way back from the event. His friend Dean played me in the previous tournament, FluffyCon, and both me and this guy played only in one tournament before, and that was FluffyCon, and we both actually ended up with the same score at the end of the tournament, so that's why they've put us together for this particular tournament, and here are our armies. Now, I actually showed up late in the morning for the event, and I just deployed my army quickly and rush off to the bathroom and come back, and I was feeling really flustered, to tell the truth, and yeah, just a bit apprehensive about how the game was going to go, especially against Dark Elves, but at least I had the night before to read his list, because we got sent an email with everybody's lists on it, so that was good. Oh, sorry, no, we got given a piece of paper with everybody's list when we showed up at the tournament. We got told who we were playing the night before. Anyway, let's just get cracking with the battle report. We've got from right to left on my side, we've got the Tomb Scorpion on the flank, carrying another Tomb Scorpion, working in pairs for the tournament here, and all the chariots with the Prince, of course, another big group of 20 archers, the Tomb Guard with the King, the rest of the 10 archers, the Skelepult and the Casket of Souls on the hill. The Skelepult's just sneaking behind the casket there, and the Skeleton Melee Warriors on the flank in defense. Now, gonna flip to the next photo where you can see my opponent, let's call him Phil, for the game, and on the left we've got Dark Riders. Now going through to the right, so Dark Riders taking the flank on the left, Harpies, Cold One Knights, the Sorceress Lord on Pegasus, and then there's the Repeater Bolt Thrower in the middle. You can see the little counter under the Repeater Bolt Thrower just indicating where my swarm is about to pop up. We've got the Hydra, all the Witch Elves, beautiful Witch Elves, it's like 20 of them, isn't there? That's a massive Witch Elf unit. The Cauldron of Blood, Spearman, he's got a couple of level 2 sorcerers, no, just one level 2 sorcerer plus the Lord, Chariot, and 10 Repeater Bolt Thrower, Repeater Crossbowmen on the side. So let's just get stuck into it. First turn goes to the Tomb Kings, fortunately, and I do my normal trick of just charging the Repeater straight away with the Carrion, thanks to all the magic moves in the magic phase, and they managed to take it out, where actually they scare it away, destroy the Repeater Bolt Thrower, and gives my Swarm not very much to do, but at least I got rid of that before it did any damage. It's the way I like to do it. Repeater Bolt Throwers are worth 100 points, Carrion only 72, and it forces him to use his Hydra or something to deal with them and slows them down, and much blocks them at the same time. So next picture, we're going to have a look at the Scorpions over the right-hand flank, just basically preventing the Harpies from getting too close straight away, and preventing the Dark Riders from getting too close around the side to threaten my Chariots, and if he moves his Cold One Knights ahead, he'll potentially get charged in the flank from the Scorpions. So that's really designed to slow him down on that flank, and buy me heaps of time on the left-hand flank to get my magic off and all of my shooting. So that's the plan. Next picture, the Hydra charges the Carrion. He had to get rid of the Carrion eventually to prevent himself from being march blocked. He didn't really have too much of a choice in terms of anything else to take it out with. It's unfortunate that he had to use the Hydra, because it slows him down, and really, if you've got a Hydra, you want to get that Hydra straight into the action as soon as you can, and that slows him down, but, there you go. All good. Next picture, a bit of an overview of the battle here. It's Dark Elves turn 1 now. As you can see from my maneuvering, I'm just sort of getting around, ready to funnel his troops between that forest and the hill over the far side and attack him where he comes close. My battle plan usually involves not having to move forward too quickly. The archers are fanning out so they can get plenty of shooting off. Just withering hail of arrow fire on the Witch Elves there, because that's the juiciest target for bows, as you can imagine. No armor for them. The Cold One Knight's moving forward. He's got a focus familiar there, which is using a little undead model to represent with the Sorceress. Yeah, this is quite a good-looking game. Nice terrain here, and both pretty well-painted armies. Nothing too eventful from the Dark Elves in the first turn. Obviously wiping out the Carrion. I think this is actually a photo from the Tomb King's turn 2, because the Swarm has shown up on cue and ended up in combat with the Hydra as well. So the Hydra's still in combat. Be a while before he gets back into the action, but that's how things are going so far. Nothing too much going on in terms of magic, but there you have it. Let's go to the next photo. Alright, I think this is just a better view of what I was talking about. You can see on the left-hand flank, the King has joined the Casket of Souls crew just to get in position to add smiting on the Catapult. Catapult's destroyed the Chariot, very fortunately, landing a rock straight on its head. A reason I went for the Chariot straight away is because it's the thing that the Catapult can kill most effectively. Obviously, I want to be firing at the Hydra with the Catapult as well, but Hydra's in combat at the moment, so it prevents me from doing that. Next picture, around on the flank, the Dark Riders have sneakily marched past the Tomb Scorpion and just shooting arrows at it, not managing to do any damage to it. In the meantime, the harpies are all the way over the back behind the chariots, so the chariots will be able to shoot at them because they're 360 line of sight with their fast cav rules. Next picture, over in the middle, it looks like the Cauldron of Blood's getting ready to move. The Hydra's dealt with the Swarm and the Witch Elves are now in, but where are his Cold One Knights? And let me tell you what happened to them. The Casket of Souls went off, rolled a double 6. All of his Cold One Knights died in one fell swoop, just taking me back to my nostalgia with the High Elves game that I played a few weeks ago. And man, Souls, man. Cold One Knights absolutely obliterated, and I got to tell you, my opponent was not impressed with that, and I was feeling a bit guilty that I managed to knock out one of his key hammer units with that spell. But, you know, that's the Casket of Souls. Sometimes it does that, and you want to be careful. Sometimes it pays to just make sure the Cold One Knights aren't looking at the casket to prevent that from happening. But, you know, it happened. That's Warhammer rolled a double 6, so pretty lucky in my first game of the tournament. And things looking a little bit healthier now that the Knights are gone. Now I just have to deal with the Witch Elves and Hydra. Next picture, the Spearmen are getting a lot closer to my army, but I'm ready because I've got a flanking unit of skeleton melee warriors, and I've got the screen of archers in front to shoot at them. And then I've got the Tomb King ready to join the Tomb Guard and just pummel them in close combat. He's only got a sorceress in that unit, so I'm not really worried about it. The Cauldron of Blood's on its way though. Next picture, over the side here, we've got the Scorpion just moving in around the flank, ready to charge the Hydra if needs be. I don't really want to charge the Hydra, but if I have to get as many guys in close combat with it as possible, then that is what I'm going to do. I think he's miscast a Sorceress once this game. That's why he's got a dice next to it, just to indicate the wound that he's taken from whatever he rolled in the chart. Next picture again, what I've done is I've reformed my guys, well, at least ranked them up so I can move the Tomb King into the Tomb Guard unit and move them past, getting ready to fight the Spearmen in close combat, and the skeletons around from the side coming in to deal with them. Pretty happy with how things are going on the left-hand flank, as well as the right-hand flank, pretty much. It's just the center of the battle where things could potentially go badly, but we'll find out what happens shortly. Just having a good look at this photo. It's looking really good. Looking like a good, clean game of Warhammer, so really enjoying this one. Next picture. We're into combat now, so this is, I think, Tomb King's turn 3 or 4. Tomb Guard charge, not really worried about the flanking support from the skeletons yet. Because I've got the King there, he's easily able to swipe the Sorceress in combat and get rid of a crucial Dispel dice from the enemy. And it doesn't really matter if the Tomb Guard lose in combat thanks to the spears. They'll be supported with a lot of incantations, and obviously they've got that power level 3 banner which goes off, Banner of the Undying Legion, to replenish them. Next picture, this is the main event. What happened here is that the chariots charged into the Hydra. One of them actually struck the forest and took damage, but, you know, small price to pay for actually charging the Hydra here, and Scorpion in the flank, all the other chariots on the Witch Elves. And this was a crucial combat because if I didn't win this, I probably would have lost the game. But I played my cards right here. I got the Prince in, and the Prince's unit does so much damage with that +1 to hit, and the Scorpion obviously coming from the side, finally managing to take enough wounds on the Hydra to actually break it in combat. And I think the other chariots did pretty well against the Witch Elves. Because the Witch Elves don't strike first, you can really smash them with impact hits, and then all of your horses and all of your riders, and make sure the front rank's gone, and then you can really easily beat the Witch Elves in combat. So over the next photo, you can see what happened. The Hydra's dead, and the other chariots over on the Witch Elves. The reason why this happened is that the Witch Elves lose their frenzy when they're broken in combat. So they're outnumbered by fear, because I took them into less than 9 Witch Elves, and he broke. So that was pretty much game winning there. Very decisive stuff. The reason the skeleton archers in the foreground turned around is because they're shooting at the harpies behind them, sort of below where the photo is taken. The Sorceress is left alive, and the Sorceress Lord, that is, and the Cauldron of Blood's fine there, but the Tomb Guard have seen off the Spearmen, and everybody else is running away. Even the archers on the hill are running away, so it looks like a clean victory to the Tomb Kings, and now it's just sort of points mop-ups. So next picture, what's happening here? I think he's rallying some of his troops, but just a bit of closer view of sort of what's happening. Yeah, I'm just going to skip this photo because it's not too informative. Next picture, though, the Sorceress Lord has just flown behind the chariots, and the Dark Riders come on the side. Dark Riders taken some casualties from the Casket of Souls and a bit of shooting from me. And yeah, so just trying to harry me a little bit here and get some spells off for some points. Next pick, we're going to go to the King, just chasing after the Sorceress Lord, flying next to her and then using magic move to get into combat. I killed the Pegasus, but of course he's got the Pendant of Caleth on the Sorceress Lord. So even though I beat her in combat, she passed her break test, didn't actually kill her, and the game ended shortly afterwards. But before that happens, quick photo here of the Scorpion attacking the Cauldron of Blood crew, as well as the Tomb Guard coming in from behind. Great photo of this. Get a good view of his Cauldron there, and the Tomb Guard just ranking it in from the back, getting angry, getting rid of those crew, the Death Hag and all. And that's the way you do it. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little report. First game of the tournament actually turned out to be a fairly convincing win for the Tomb Kings, and was very happy about that. But obviously I'll be put against a much more difficult opponent next time, because we're playing against an opponent that also won their game very convincingly, so a bit afraid as to who it will be. But you'll find out if you watch the next battle report, so let's keep them coming.